specific question from CA Uttam Kedia, and he said he insists on doing that, just like you do, Mahima. He's asking Saurabh about chemicals, specialty chemicals, in the context of China Plus One. You've kind of mentioned some sectors that could benefit, but speaking of soft earnings and bottoming out, do you think this one has?
Yeah, I think. And whilst I would love to believe that China will stop dumping, or Trump will make China stop dumping, or China will have a great economic recovery, there's many ways to think about it, or our country will impose a whole host of anti-dumping duties and so on. I think the general tone and tenor of chemical prices will be niche. So what we have tried to do is invest in companies which are in spec chem, but whose raw material comes from China, and therefore they benefit from Chinese dumping sasta stuff into India rather than being a casualty of the same. So again, Divi's would be a straightforward example. Divi's gets the KSM, the key starter materials for Divi's comes from China, and therefore as China makes the KSMs cheaper, Divi's margins have gone up a bit over the last 5-6 quarters, right? Similarly, in our small cap portfolio, there's a company that we've invested in a year and a bit ago, which is benefiting from the same dynamic. It's called AMI Organics. Yes. So AMI supplies to folks like Divi's. Correct. So AMI's raw materials go into Divi's as API, but AMI in turn gets raw materials from China, right? We've had alkylamines for a long time. Alkylamines, as is well known, they have requested the government to put ADD on acetonitrile. I don't know what will happen to that request. Alkyl is neither making a loss nor making a profit on acetonitrile, but thankfully for us and for all those who are alkyl shareholders watching, on methylamines and ethylamines, that can't be dumped from China, and therefore on methyl and ethyl, alkyl's numbers have blossomed nicely, and I think their numbers have last 2 quarters, courtesy ethyl and methyl, alkyl is doing fine. So either look for companies who are not vulnerable to Chinese dumping, or look for companies like Divi's and AMI Organics who benefit from Chinese dumping. I think it'll be a little fanciful for me to sit here in BKC and see Chinese dumping come ho jayega ya band ho jayega.
Yeah, all right.